Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé's David Toborowsky reveals if he loves expat life, amid signs he'll return to America. David Toborowsky from 90-Day Fiancé revealed what his life in Thailand is really like after suggesting he has plans to move back to America soon. David took a trip to Thailand in his late 40s to reinvent himself, and by chance, met Annie Suan, who changed his life forever. The May-December couple signed up for 90-Day Fiancé Season 5, in which Annie and David documented the highs and lows of their lives. They got married in 2017, and 8 years later, David and Annie left America for Thailand, where they welcomed their baby, Minthara. David and Annie have kept fans guessing about what they've been up to in Thailand, and David's new update seems to reveal it all. David shared an Instagram post with a picture of Annie holding their baby Minthara. He revealed that they went to the beach for lunch with their daughter. He loved how great the afternoon felt, with the family enjoying the fresh sea air and having a delicious seafood meal. Loving the expat life, David added to his caption to convince his followers that he's not living in Thailand against his wishes, amid questions surrounding where they will live in the future. An expat is someone who lives outside their native country, and David, referring to himself as one, suggests his move to Thailand is not meant to be short-term. He likely sees himself living there permanently. David has expressed how much he enjoys life in Thailand, which is fitting since it is where his relationship with Annie began. Without Annie, he might still be living off his friend's support and trying to find his place in society. At 56, David is now one of the most recognizable reality TV personalities, thanks to his many appearances on 90-Day Fiancé. David moved to Thailand with Annie because she wanted to have their baby surrounded by loved ones. He had just begun a new career in real estate but now works remotely. He also manages properties in Thailand and has successfully sold one of his own apartments there. David has mentioned that he may take up farming in the future, a dream of Annie's that he is willing to support. It appears he does not resent the life she envisions for their family. Instead, he trusts his wife to choose the best path for their future together. David from 90-Day Fiancé recently returned to the US without revealing why. He seemed to miss his family and his work based in Arizona. David takes his career seriously, having faced times of poverty and uncertainty. Thailand may not offer the same income, especially with a new baby to support. To generate income, he launched a book and promotes brands on Instagram. Despite this, David's recent statement shows Thailand isn't treating him badly. He believes he can succeed anywhere as long as Annie is by his side. For fans of 90-Day Fiancé, David Toborowsky has always been a fascinating character, a man whose life off-screen often seems just as dramatic and compelling as the moments captured on reality TV. From his initial appearances on the show to the candid insights he shares today, David has built a reputation for honesty, humor, and an uncanny ability to connect with viewers. But beyond the cameras and the drama of international romance, one question has lingered among his fans: does David truly love expat life? David's journey as an expatriate began long before his reality TV fame. After moving abroad, he quickly realized that living in a new country brings a unique mix of adventure, challenge, and self-discovery. In interviews, David has often described the thrill of stepping into a culture completely different from his own, trying new foods, navigating foreign bureaucracies, and forming friendships with people whose backgrounds are worlds apart from his. "It's like living in a storybook," he once said, "where every day brings a new chapter you didn't expect." However, the allure of expat life isn't without its complications. David has candidly admitted that moving overseas can be lonely, especially when the familiar comforts of home, family, friends, and favorite routines are thousands of miles away. For a personality as expressive as David, the isolation was initially challenging. He jokes about his early days, laughing at how he struggled to order even the simplest meal without causing a scene. Yet, he insists that these obstacles shaped him, forcing him to grow in ways he never imagined. You either learn to adapt, David reflects, or you end up miserable. And I refuse to be miserable. 90 Day Fiancé might remember the drama surrounding David's relationships, which often played out across international borders. These experiences, while tumultuous at times, have given him a nuanced perspective on love and cultural differences. Living as an expat, David explains, isn't just about moving from one country to another, it's about bridging worlds. He emphasizes the importance of patience, communication, and an open mind when navigating relationships across cultures. You can't expect things to work the same way they do back home, he says. You have to respect traditions, learn the language, and sometimes just listen without trying to fix everything. Despite these challenges, David reveals that there is an undeniable charm to expat life that keeps him engaged. The daily adventures, whether exploring local markets, attending festivals, or discovering hidden spots in a new city, give him a sense of freedom and creativity that he rarely experienced before. You notice things you never did back home, David explains. The colors, the smells, the conversations, everything feels alive. There's a magic in seeing the world through fresh eyes, and it keeps me excited every day. Financial and logistical concerns also play a role in his evaluation of expat living. David acknowledges that expatriate life is not always glamorous. Visa regulations, housing difficulties, and fluctuating currencies can create stress. However, he views these obstacles as part of the journey, challenges to overcome rather than reasons to retreat. He even compares the experience to a reality show, unpredictable, occasionally chaotic, but ultimately rewarding. Life abroad teaches you resourcefulness, he notes. You learn to solve problems creatively, because nobody is going to hand you a solution. Socially, David highlights one of the most significant aspects of loving expat life, the community of fellow expatriates. Finding people who share similar experiences, the excitement of discovery, the occasional homesickness, and the peculiarities of cross-cultural living, can transform a foreign city into a home. David has made lifelong friends through these connections, often crediting them for helping him navigate both the highs and lows of living abroad. Expat friends are special, he shares. They understand things that locals and home country friends might not. It's a unique bond forged through adventure and sometimes struggle. Interestingly, David also admits that the media often paints expat life with a rosy brush. While his life abroad has offered him incredible experiences, he stresses the importance of realistic expectations. It's not all sunshine and beaches, he jokes. There are bureaucracies, language barriers, and moments where you question why you left home in the first place. But that's what makes it fulfilling. If it were easy, everyone would do it, and nothing worth having comes without effort. For viewers who have followed David's romantic journey on 90 Day Fiancé, his reflections on expat life offer deeper insight into his personality. They see a man who is adventurous yet introspective, outgoing yet thoughtful, and always ready to embrace the unknown. David's openness about the ups and downs of expatriate living adds an authenticity to his persona, reminding fans that behind the TV drama is a real person experiencing real challenges and real joys. In a recent interview, David was asked if he sees himself staying abroad long-term or eventually returning to the United States. His answer was thoughtful, revealing both his love for his adopted home and a lingering connection to his roots. "Part of me will always belong to the U.S., he said, but part of me belongs wherever I feel alive and connected. Right now, that's abroad. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I'm happy exploring it day by day." Perhaps what stands out most about David's reflections is his sense of balance. He doesn't romanticize expat life, nor does he dwell on its hardships. Instead, he celebrates both, embracing the adventure while acknowledging the learning curve. This approach resonates with many of his fans, who may dream of living abroad but fear the unknown. David serves as a reminder that expat life, like any meaningful journey, is about growth, resilience, and finding joy in unexpected places. David Toborowsky's perspective on expatriate living is clear. He loves it, but not blindly. He cherishes the freedom, the cultural immersion, and the personal growth that come with stepping into a new world. At the same time, he approaches it with honesty, humor, and a willingness to adapt. For David, expat life isn't just a chapter in his story. It's a way of living that challenges him, inspires him, and continuously reshapes the man fans have come to admire on and off the screen. Whether he remains abroad for years or eventually returns to American soil, one thing is certain: David's journey as an expatriate is far from ordinary, and his reflections on it provide a fascinating glimpse into the life of a man who dares to live beyond borders.